Hi, welcome to Tech Tricks tutorial. Today we're going to show you how to use a reference image in Midjourney version 5. It's a step-by-step beginner guide for everyone to follow easily. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Now if you don't know, using a reference image means that Midjourney will have a basis on the type of image that you would like to use. The reference image is very good for creating a similar image that you would like to use. For example, we have this dog over here. We could use this as a reference image for us to generate more information. For example, we could ask Midjourney to create a image wherein the dog is in an ocean or in a jungle. We could change the background to anything we want and it will use the dog that you have provided as a basis on what the dog should look like. That is what reference imaging in Midjourney is. Now, we're going to have to do this in the version 5 of Midjourney. Now, to ensure that we are using the version 5, you would usually type --v space 5. This will indicate that you are using the version 5 of Midjourney. Now, if you don't know or if you don't want to do this, you can simply do /settings and click on enter, and this will show you your own personal settings for Midjourney. In this section, you can edit your personal settings and it will automatically add as a fix on every prompt that you enter in Midjourney. And as you can see here on our settings, we have the different version. We have the version 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 over here. Now the default is the 5.1 and raw mode over here. So for us, we want to stick with the version 5. So we're going to click on version 5. And as you can see here on the current suffix, it will add an S750 and --V5 over here. The S750 is the style very high over here. But for us, we're going to remove that for now. We're going to stick with the version 5 over here. Now this will indicate that anything we type, any prompt that we enter, will have this as its description or as its parameter. So for example, we're going to do this. Imagine. Then we're going to think of a very simple prompt. A coffee cup floating in galaxy. And click on enter. And as you can see, it will automatically add our parameter over here, which is the --p5. And let's simply wait for this to open and let's start our tutorial on how to use a reference image. Now, when creating a reference image, you could use any platform as your basis. For example, we could go to Pinterest, or you could simply search in Google whatever you would like to search. For example, galaxy background. Then you could click on enter. You could use the images provided over here or in Pinterest for Midjourney to use as a basis. And as you can see here also, this is our output over here. This is a sample of what Midjourney version 5 could produce. So we're simply going to wait for this to open before we move on. And let's give it a quick tour, or let's examine it a bit on how good the version 5 is and how we could make use of the referencing to make more amazing output and give you some tips and tricks on how you could use it properly. And as you can see here, this is our output over here. Very amazing, very high in details. That is what version 5 is very good for. It will produce higher quality and higher details on your outputs. Much better than the older versions. So let's proceed with how we can make a reference. Now, like I said earlier, you could go to other platforms and use their designs or their images over here as a basis. For example, we have this photo over here, a very minimalist design. We could copy this, right click this, and click on copy image URL or copy image address. This will copy the image URL of the specific image, and when you go back to Discord, what you're going to do is click on /imagine, paste it over here, and as you can see, it will paste our URL over here, put in a comma, then click on space, and then any other information. For example, minimalist, then gold plating, let's say gold plating, and then let's think of a topic, angel falling from heaven. Now let's see if we will be able to copy or get the style that this photo over here in Pinterest has, which is like a very minimalist painting over here, like black ink. And let's see if we will be able to copy the design and put it over here. So let's wait for Midjourney to produce our output. And as you can see here, right off the bat, I could already notice that the background is white, which is very good sign because the background over here is white. You could also choose any other options over here in Pinterest because Pinterest has a lot of potential or has a lot of artwork or arts that you could use as a reference. For example, this one over here. I really like this one or this one over here. Depending on you, you could use this or you could use any other platform art there. Now that is not limited to artworks, you could also use realistic image. Like for example, a real image of a waterfall. You could use those. You could use any photo that you want. It's completely up to you. And as you can see here, let's see if it is already finished. As you can see, it is a gold plating already. We're going to wait for it to open. And as you can see here, let's open this. It is gold plated and we have a minimalist design here with a white background. I really like the third one and the fourth one over here and even the second one over here. So we can upscale them and check them out. For example, the third one, fourth one, and second one over here. Now you could also do the same thing within Midjourney. For example, this one over here. We could right click this or we could open this actually by clicking it and then opening it in a browser or another tab over here. Click on right click and then you will be able to also copy the image address and then you could also make your own changes over here by doing the same thing. Click on imagine, then paste it over here and then let's say a dragon chasing the angel. Then click on enter and then it will use this image right now as a reference. You could do that and then you could connect images together by using the referencing technique, as you can see. And this is also the other photos that we have produced over here. Very high in details, very good, and I really like all of them. And as you can see here, we are now producing another image or another set of images with this photo over here as its basis or a reference. Now, while waiting for this, we're also going to check out our galaxy over here. We're going to look for a photo that we could use as a reference. Now, let's also change it actually. Instead of a galaxy, let's say I would like to have a reference photo of a city. So let's click on city and we have all of these photos over here. Let's say we have this one over here. We're going to copy this, right click. Then you're going to copy image address, go back here. Then we're going to do slash imagine and paste it over here. Then let's say overrun by nature. Then click on enter. Then let's see if we will be able to have this photo as a reference for our prompt. You can have more information or more prompt if you would like. And as you can see here, this is our photo over here. Now it did not add the dragon that we like, but still you can see the resemblance of the image over here. It means that it was able to use the referencing style properly, but it was not able to use the prompt that we have added over here. Still, nonetheless, we were able to use the referencing style. Now, you could also do blending. You could also do this slash blend. And you will be able to blend two images with one as its reference and the other as its additional photo. So for example, let's try this out. We could upload the photo over here that we like. For example, this one. We're going to save this as an image. Just like that. And then over here, we could go back to our galaxy. Choose a photo or choose a photo of a galaxy over here. We're also going to save this. Save image as. Let's see if we will be able to save it just like that and go back over here. What you're simply going to do is you're going to upload them in this section, you can see, and you will be able to use one of these as a reference, and then the first one will be added to the blend, and we're going to click on enter and it will combine those two images. And as you can see here also on our other output, we were able to use the design or the city that we have chosen earlier as a basis to show that it is overrun by nature. As you can see, very amazing outputs. I really like the second one, third, and fourth over here. The first one has a lot of animals over here. It's also good, but I think the other outputs got the idea much better. And let's see for this one, our very last example for the day on how you could use referencing on the Midjourney version 5. And as you can notice, all our prompts over here has the version 5 on the end, even though we haven't typed them manually. And so let's give it some time. And as you can see, it's almost done. Let's see if we will be able to see a mixture of our output over here and this one over here. And there we go. We have our output. It is very similar. As you can see, our two angels over here and our background. Although it's not super similar, it's still there. You can see the resemblance of the different elements. And that's it, guys. That's how you could use Midjourney version 5 reference image. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.